Welcome to another episode of Our Journey. This is a series where we are documenting our journey as husband and wife, as owners of a nonprofit charity organization. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Jen.
And today's topic is going to be led by my wife, Jen.
Well, I've had this kind of in my head for a while now, and I want to, be super transparent with everybody. Obviously, you can already see. So,
what are you talking about?
So I'm talking about being an overweight runner. So for me, this isn't something that I want to be the rest of my life, and there's things that I'm actively doing to make changes for it. But overall, I just really wanted to share with you guys like 4 fun little nuggets of info, and it's just my opinion, and take it for what you will. If it resonates with some of you, great, comment on it. Let me know. I'm all about answering.
And I love that you actually brought this topic up, because this week at my job, my job just started a little fitness group, and in one of the Facebook threads, a lot of the people were saying, I can't run, I'm too overweight, I'm too heavy, blah blah blah. And I was looking through this and I was like, yeah, you can. I mean, and then I saw a coworker yesterday, and I talked to her about this, and I said, you know what, there are people that are bigger than you that are running. I mean, so you can't let that be an excuse. I mean, and there's no speed. You don't have to have a certain speed to be a runner.
No, exactly. There's no set body type and how fast you go or anything. He's a runner, I'm a runner. So little nugget number 1. For me, it's make a short-term goal, because the way my head works is if I say, oh, I want to run a 5K in 30 minutes, well, I know where I am right now, that's not going to happen. That's not going to physically happen. It's not going to happen in the next month and a half. It's something that I need to keep pushing my body and work and train for. So I just kind of set up smaller goals based on where I am now and how hard I can train to get something within the next month.
You just want to know your capabilities.
Exactly. I'm not going to say oh, I'm going to drop 7 minutes in the next 3 months, when I know darn well I'm not going to, and because that's a lot on a body, and a bigger body at that. I've been very open with my husband and discuss some of the good days, some of the bad days, and some of the bad days when I'm out there and everything moves. I don't know what it feels like for him, but I can only imagine it. He doesn't have that thought. It's difficult going, but we have 2 very different difficulties here. There's a lot of weight shifting around with every step. There's things. So smaller attainable goals while still pushing yourself.
Yeah, I think a good first goal is just to finish.
Yeah.
Just finish it. And then from there, try to finish a little bit faster each time. If you finish by a minute faster than last time, that's progress. Yeah. Small progress is still progress.
Exactly. And with this Maffetone method that we're using, I've seen more progress in this than I have just killing myself before. Every day, you're going to have a different version of your best. So yesterday's best is different from today's best. This last week, I ended up getting sick. I had the flu, multiple tests, not corona.
No COVID. COVID-free household, folks.
No Sharona today. So, with that, I haven't been out there because I don't want to hurt myself for the long run. So I've had this week off, and I know when I get back out there in the next few days, it's going to be difficult, but I have to mentally prepare myself for that. Mm-hmm. And I know, okay, I'm going to push on through it, but with that Maffetone method, that's really going to help. Some of my other bad days, as I'm going along, I'll think oh my gosh, I remember just a couple years ago, I used to be at least a 10-minute, 30-second mile. How did I do that? Well, I was not as heavy. and I could only do that short term. I couldn't run 6 miles and not feel like I'm gonna die. I would like burn out and then walk, and then so there was nothing really consistent about that. And
you kill your self-esteem because
my
I can't finish.
gosh.
But now that you could do the full 6 miles at a slower pace, but you're finishing.
Exactly.
So
no more outdoor meltdowns, which goes into my third little nugget, which is confidence. So having confidence in yourself, going out there and doing it. I love running at night with my neon lighted vest thing. I am my own party. I have an audiobook on, or I'll have my EDM music on, and I'm doing it. And it's okay. It's okay for people to look at me. I am okay being that neon thing running. Sometimes I'll go towards a negative thought of, they're probably going like, who is that fat girl running? Like, oh, what is she doing? And then I have to snap out of it, because it's like, you know what? I'm still doing it. I'm still completing 4 miles consistently. I'm not stopping during it. And I'm having a great time out there. Imagine if you're driving by someone and they're doing it, and you see, they're struggling, but guess what? They're going. I carry one of our Run for Grace bells in my car, so if I see people, I can like go crazy. Because I'm proud of them. I don't know them, but I'm proud that they're doing it and they have confidence to go out there.
Yep, and we've taught the kids, we've ingrained in them. Every time we run by or drive by someone who's running, we cheer them on. And they've been knowing this since they're little. And so now that they're older, we've ingrained in their mind that even if you're out there, you're doing something. You should be proud of yourself. And
yes.
I've never myself looked at someone and go, oh my God, what is that person doing? But I guess there's people that do it. I don't know.
Okay, there's been a couple times where people honk and it doesn't seem like it's a nice thing.
Really?
Yeah. And I've had one time just a couple months ago where someone screamed out their window, and I was kind of like closer to the street because it was on the dirt sidewalk on a main street, and they had thrown their hamburger at me. Yeah.
What?
And it just missed me by, like a foot away from one of my feet. And I'm like, wow, okay, so again, like immediate shock, like that was hurtful. But
did you have any
rub it off?
Because I love hamburgers. Did you have any kind of temptation to eat it?
That's disgusting.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
I like hamburgers. Sorry.
You're so gross.
But before we move on to the next topic, when I first met her, I remember the story when we were when we were at the gym, and she would not do a certain workout because there's other people around her. And now she is running in public with lights on, with the whole world to see. So I'm proud of you for moving on from that self-esteem, because that was tough. We couldn't even really go to the gym together because I used to get kind of irritated, like, just do it. Why aren't you? Who cares what people think?
And it would bring me to tears because that's how much I worried about what other people thought about seeing me. And like, we're all at the gym, we're all trying to do the same thing, but so it's progress and hard work.
Yeah.
But last little nugget is to be kind to yourself. Know that there are going to be those good and bad days, and that's okay. Everybody has them. You're not going to be super joyous and peachy every single moment. Sometimes you're going to doubt yourself. And just remember how hard you've come and keep it going. One thing for me, and through my therapy, and yes, again, transparency, I have been in therapy. I had endured a lot in my previous life, and it did a lot of damage to me mentally, emotionally, and all of that, and which spawned physical things. But she's always told me, would you ever speak to the little kid version of yourself like that? Would you ever talk to 8-year-old Jen like that? Would you ever speak to one of your kids like that and talk down to them like, ugh, you're so slow. Why are you going this slow? What's wrong with you? Why can't you do better? And that immediately comes into my head now. And it's taken almost a year, but that helps. So you have to constantly work at it and just be kind to yourself. Know that you're still trying. As long as you get up and go and you keep on trying, even if you fall, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn something from it, what not to do that time.
Oh, that's the truth. That right there, you're gonna learn from your failures. And it's not gonna feel like it at the time, but you're gonna look back at it and go, wow, that experience really taught me to be stronger today. Mm-hmm. Very nice. I think you did a good job, darling.
Thank you, sir.
So, as she said, if you have any questions for her, she is an open book. She would love for you to contact her. She wants you to be her bestie. So, but in all seriously, yeah, you're open to help anybody that's going through the same challenges you faced.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the only one.
No.
Look around, I'm not the only one.
Well, all the contact info is in the description below.
So go to runforgrace.org.
Yeah.
You can get a hold of us there or on Facebook or Instagram. We're Run for Grace, or I'm Jen Bailey and Mr. Anthony Bailey.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.
I love, love, love you mucho. Mwah.